Hey guys, welcome out to the range. Today I'm doing 3-round Fadeback. 3-round Fadeback is a skill drill that I picked up from Dave Spalding with handgun, and it is a drill designed to teach you where the combination of your sights, your eyes, and your round are going to hit at any given distance. I've got 7 shooting positions set up here, and the drill, or at least the version that I do for rifle, I can't remember if there's one extra one, but for rifle it's 3, 5, 7, 10, 15, 20, and 25 yards. There's no time constraint here, so it is 3 rounds as accurately as you can deliver them, because this is about knowing where you and your gun in combination are impacting. As you know, everything has an offset, so with the front sight on this gun, I'm looking at a big ring, a huge, I don't even really know what it would be, 70, 80 MOA. I mean, it's a massive ring. And these are BCM sights made by Troy, and they mimic the HK sight. So you've got that front aperture ring like on an MP5. And then for longer shots, you have the post in the middle. So I've got the ghost ring up, and for this entire drill, all the way to 25, I'm going to keep the ghost ring up. As you guys have heard me say before, I'm fighting close-up vision that's in the trash can, because I had LASIK surgery, which I absolutely loved. It has turned my eyes into binoculars. Unfortunately, with my eyes becoming binoculars, I've lost my close-up vision. So handgun is a bit of a challenge. Rifle is not so bad, but it's still kind of fuzzy. So I've had to learn to find the good enough shot to take the shot. So massive offset. Where I'm aiming, where I thought I was aiming, at 3 yards. Yeah, okay. So my front sight post terminates here. My ring is covering this much, basically between the pecs, and this right here is not visible at all. Even when I pull the trigger, if my right eye is closed, because I'm left eye dominant, I don't even see the bullet hit. That's how much of an offset of elevation there is at 3 yards on this guy. For me to even see those hits, my right eye has to be open. Now the reality of it is, at this distance, you're mostly going to be looking and shooting anyways. So you're not looking for the good, awesome sight picture, you're looking for the good enough sight picture. So I now know that right there, okay, so maybe a little bit higher. That's about the same spot. I want to make sure I can at least replicate that. So right between the clavicles. Okay, that's more like it. That's about where the other ones were. So the top of this ring is leveled. These are the clavicular notches here and here. The top of this ring is leveled inside of our, right here. And I know that I've got that much offset, which is at 3 yards. This is a 100 yard zero on this gun. Let's move back to 7. Oh, I'm sorry, let's move back to 5. Alright, so offset is to the bottom of the front sight post. Okay, guys, all I'm doing here is learning where my landmarks are. 3, 5, 7. So it's still holding at the top of the clavicles with the top of the ring. Gotta say, I like the landmarks on this, because so far, look what we got going. 3, 5, and 7. If either notch of this front sight post is on the clavicular notch here and here, I'm still getting a good central, that's well inside of 2 inches. So I'm still getting good central cardiac hits because the heart is about here like this. So I'm still getting good central hits. And on a woman, most women have blouses and shirts that have a cut like this, so I'd see clavicles on a woman. I can easily see clavicles on a man because of the ring of a t-shirt. So finding my landmarks is actually a doable thing. So this is good. Guys, it's been so long since I worked with hard sights on long guns that I have allowed myself to forget these things. And that's why this type of work is crucial. Let's keep going. 3, 5, 7, 10. Good. Man, I wonder if that's going to work all the way back. Like legit. I wonder if that holdover is going to work all the way back. I believe these are the 10-yard shots. 1, 2, 3. It's probably going to end up dropping. You know what, for kicks and giggles, unless it really changes, I'm going to consistently keep holding this on the clavicles, because what it ends up doing is it ends up putting his neck sitting right at the very top of that notch. Interesting. Ooh, that's opened up. 3, 5, 7, 10, 15. Still up in there. Yeah, still up in there. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it's these guys. So yeah, still up in there. So yeah, getting a little lower. 3, 5, 7, 10, 15, 20, and 25 to go. So if nothing else, at least I can say that the consistency of the front sight post is something that is providing a repeatable shot, and that's the whole point of having that's the whole point of having a sighting system that is predictable. So at 20 yards, so now the front wings are just parallel to his cheeks. I shanked that. And that one's low. Yeah, one high, one dead center, and then one low. All still inside of that piece of paper. All still inside of central hits in this area here. That is, yeah. Ooh, shank that. This being a tactical trigger, the PNT, this being a tactical trigger, the BCM PNT, it's not made for fine, for refined shooting. It's made for tactical shooting, for fast shooting, but not terrible. Let's go take a look. All right, I'm shooting M193, which is nothing to write home about. As you can see, all the hits except for that one are all inside of the size of the heart and the aorta, from 3 yards all the way to 25 yards. And my holdovers were 3, 5, 7, 10, all the way to 15 were pretty much front of the reticle here, and then the last two were somewhere up in this area. So for a flash sight picture shot, that's more than acceptable. I'm good with that. Like I said at the beginning of this, I'm having to retrain my eyes to deal with hard sights. It's something that I've slacked on because I've gotten spoiled with ACOGs, RMRs, micro T1s, and I want to go back to the roots of hard sights. The only reason being I like hard sights. They never run out of batteries, they don't fog over, they're really hard to break, they're really hard to scratch. You can't really scratch them. Now the funny thing is, your front sight post, if it does have a little marring on it, you take your lighter out of your pocket, which you should always have a lighter in your pocket, and I do, and you upright the gun, and you just basically pass the flame across that front sight blade, and it blackens it up and sharpens it up really nice, and you get a clean sight picture. At mid-range rifle at Valor Ridge, Rachel Henricks was my shooting partner, Reed's wife, and she was shooting a gun with hard sights, just your standard 16-inch barrel, 6-position stock, fiber and aluminum front hand guards, M203 step-down barrel. I mean, like your standard 1990s AR-15. Guys, I watched her bang and steal at 500 with a hard-sighted gun. So I'm telling you, of course she's a former Marine too, but I'm telling you, it's a doable thing if you put the work in. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for your sling purchases. God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.